Okay, so this is a disclaimer before the video starts. This is a good example of a typical day of my life. I started off to do one thing and then my phone rang and we changed course. So the video starts off working on the planter and then we go on a service call. So check this out. Okay, welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today we're going to replace all of these seed openers. I'm confident enough in how they turned out experimenting with this first one as we did in the last video that we're going to go ahead and put them down for keeps. I got some Loctite and we'll put a drop of that on the bolts, put our hubcaps on, and then move on to the next row, and so on and so forth down the line. So here we go. Now, of course, I put everything away, but should we let's see. Well, I was also a dummy, apparently. Where are you? There. How can this be? How can this be that it was just fine a second ago, and now it won't line up? There. There. I didn't really want to use the impact, but it sure would save time. Let's do the other side of this unit. It's going down. Well, another thing I should have done, and I didn't, was I should have brought a hammer or something to tap these in there. So I won't do that. I'll just go ahead and whack on them with inappropriate tool. All right. I think I'm gonna have to get the hammer because these are stout enough. They're not gonna let me cheat like that. I'll go get the hammer. Sure. There we go. That's what you want to do, is make sure you deform it so that it's not round. Yeah, that'll work. It didn't have them on it when I took the old ones off, so obviously they're very important. Oh, it's gonna make me twice as hard. Okay, Gotta take a brief intermission. I got a call from somebody who's got a tractor problem. So we'll rejoin me in a minute. All right, so change of plans for today. Now we're going on a service call. We're gonna run over and see why a tractor won't start. It's actually for the guy that gave us that John Deere pull type disc. So we'll see what the issue is. It's some type of international. I have no idea. But it's one of those things where there's 10,000 things it could be. So trying to do it over the phone, might as well just run over there. So we'll go. So one would think a guy would take the service truck, but as I've said before, I don't like to drag it everywhere. So then, you never know what tools to bring with you, but I just stopped and picked one out. And I'm taking this thing, because so far this thing has done absolutely everything I've ever dreamed of. So it's coming along, because we'll probably use it for something. Oh, rolling down back roads, Indiana byways. One arm on the wheel, holding my camera with the other, an electronic thrill. See, I could be a country singer. I don't care what they say. I'm so smart.
I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Still traveling. It's going a lot faster than when we were dragging a disc behind us, so. Anyway, we'll be there in a minute. There's our sick patient. You got trouble?
Well, so here's what I did do. We did this off, and there wasn't no
fuel coming out.
But then I found this wire over here. It's hanging.
Oh, that's
so.
That probably wouldn't have nothing to do with it.
We didn't know what feeds, like what.
Okay, so because the tank's in the back, huh?
Yeah. So it's back here, and like I said,
unless somebody had a electric pump rigged up, but I wouldn't think they would on this. So it must come in from that side. It must be that the fuel line is on that side and come, because it should go to those filters first, and then. But you don't have. It doesn't have a.
It's going after some new filters.
Okay. Yeah, when they got a loader on, they're so much more handy to work on, aren't they? Okay, there it goes. That must be where it goes over to the injection pump, this line. So then this steel line is back here. But you ain't getting nothing out, huh?
Take that loose.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, to see if you got a.
See whether you get any fuel coming out.
See, I'm trying to figure out where. It's more or less, I think it's got like a crossover pipe here to try to even it out, you know, and then one side will be your feed and one side will be your return. And I would think that this is the feed line right here because of the shut off. Let's see here. And it's probably going to be impossible to get to. See here. I didn't really know what exactly tools to bring, so. Oh, they put that in a great place with that other thing right behind it. Well, let me get some wrenches or something. See if we can get it to come loose.
There don't come any out there, that's for sure. There's something wrong. Well, got some.
Except we'll go pop that off.
Where's this is gonna be a...
Yes, that's right. What is that?
Oh, it did come loose.
We've
thank
been
goodness.
watching your show on television.
Oh, well, that's good. I got the camera here now, so maybe you'll get to see this. Let's see what... Okay, it's good there. So that's not our problem exactly. So we'll have to go down the line and figure out where it goes next. I would think as far away as this is, that it has like a transfer pump up there somewhere, but we'll probably have to get sheet metal loose or something to see. Comes out good there, so
Good.
so the trouble's got to be up this direction. And see, there's the line. I would
No,
assume.
it's not plugged up there.
No, so that's good, because that's cleaning a tank that's an odd shape like that is not an easy task. But you ain't getting nothing here, and so there should be,
Wouldn't be clogged in there.
well,
But if them filters, as it stops up, they won't come out.
that's true, but it should be coming out, but see, not necessarily because of the distance from the tank, and right now it's actually kind of sitting downhill a little bit. See, usually there's like a transfer pump to pump it from the tank up to the injection pump, and then there'd be like a little primer lever or something, but I sure don't see that unless it's hidden underneath something. But as good a fuel as you have coming out of there, it ought to come out of this here. Let's take this one loose and see. Oh, you didn't do that. Fuel coming out at the bottom. But we should be able to get fuel coming out of the top. Can you try to crank it just a little bit, and we'll see if it'll spray some out. Huh. Ain't getting nothing. Okay. Do you have an air compressor and like a air wand or anything, you know, like to blow? We could try to blow air into that tank and push the fuel up. I've done that before, and that's, if it's close by, we can try that and see if we can.
Right up there. I don't know if we got enough.
Most generally, when you change filters, I let one of them get full, and then I change them.
Yeah. And see, we ain't getting any. It should be coming up out of there on its own right now, and it ain't doing it. And we had good fuel out of the bottom, so I'm wondering if you are right. Maybe this it's just that this filter's totally plugged up or something, you know.
I told Ralph, I said I'd take them filters off. We're gonna have to put a thing on there to get them loose, I guess.
Like a wrench, filter wrench or something.
And
Let's try this first and see if
but I hate to take them loose till she gets back.
I know, because you
It says Fleet Guard on it.
Hell, they might not have them, or
see, we ain't getting nothing out of the tank, just a drip. So that's why I was wanting to, if we could blow air.
Don't know what kind of fuel filters it takes, Ross. What can we tell them? So
Okay, let me see if if it's got numbers on it. They're on the back side where I can't see them.
So they don't have it saved under the...
Okay, one of them is an FF 5171.
5171.
And they might both be, I don't know, because I can't see the other one. But they
Go
look
tell
the
that
same.
guy. He can write it down. Say, what was it again?
An FF
FF
5171.
5171.
And it looks like there's two of them.
Two of them.
Unless there's something we don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I can't see the back side of that one. I guess I can try to take it.
There's two kinds of them. A long one and a short one. I got the short ones in.
Yeah, both of these are short, I guess, identical. They're both the same, so two of them.
Did you?
But yeah, until we get something out of this,
Because I was afraid of getting in brush or something.
catch the bottom of it and cause a problem.
Because I had one of them do that. That's why I went to the short ones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I like the short ones. You can get a hold of them better. Of course, I ain't worth a shit for nothing no more.
Well, that's the way it is in life, I guess. You do what you gotta do finally, you know.
It's a bad thing when you get old, Rolf.
As long as you're still moving, though, that's the important thing, you know.
How many tractors you got?
Boy, I don't know. I'd have to sit and count. At least 30 of them, probably.
Have you?
Yeah. Well, your brother's got just about as many, I think, red ones.
Yeah.
I was down there a while back, and he had more than I knew he had. He had all kinds. He even had big four-wheel drive ones and everything else.
Yeah. There it comes.
Oh, it's coming.
All right, good.
It's not a real fast or...
No, but that should be enough.
Yeah. You didn't have nothing.
No. I think it just must have been like on the enough of an angle or something and got a slug of air in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Like I say, I don't know the last time.
Darn fellers could...
They could very well be, you know, in need of being changed. Because if it don't start coming out of here now on its own, that's very likely. Because it should fill this one up and overflow, and then... And if it's not going to do that, why, we know we got good fuel this far. So this filter here could very well be plugged up. And if they don't have it, I mean, Napa might. So we might have to do that if that...
I don't know whether they got it. It's hard to say.
I know, and you got to be able to spell it out for them because they don't know. You know, they just... But we got good fuel that far. We just don't have it through the filter now. Let's see, we'll probably make a mess on your nice lawn. Uh-oh. Well, now why aren't we coming out of there? Or does it go through the other one first?
He thought it went through that one first earlier.
Well, let's take them both off first then. Might need you got a filter wrench?
Yeah, did have in the garage.
That's pretty tight. See, now we're back to the same thing where, like, I feel like it ought to be coming out of that hole pretty quick, and it ain't. I'll let them get that wrench, because...
You ain't started planting corn, have you?
No, everybody else did, it looked like. Gosh, they all got her pretty well done, and I thought we were still pretty early yet, but I don't know.
Oh, they're crazy.
It's still not out of the question that it could freeze or something yet, you know. Sometimes that's happened, so I don't know. I mean, I know it's nice weather, but I really don't want to do it twice if I can help it.
Well, the Amish won't plant hardly before the 10th of
That's
May.
what I figured. They do it the old way. That's on there pretty tight. See what he's got. He might.
You plant a little corn and beans both.
Yep, I try to do maybe like 1/3 and 2/3 or so.
Where's this thing?
Okay.
Did you get it?
Well, I manhandled it off of there, but we're back to the same issue. We ain't getting nothing. There, it ought to be coming out of there. I guess where's that little air hose job? Let's blow through here and see if we can get. Because if it ain't gonna gravity flow down to here, we're not. You know, why is it? That's what I'm wondering. Because why aren't we getting? A while ago we had it coming out of here. Well, now what are we doing? We're gonna have. I got it loose. Well, shoot. Now we're gonna have more trouble. So we're gonna have. That's frustrating. We just had that off of there, and now it's tight as can be. Let me see that thing here. Let me see if that'll do it.
Is that a good one?
Somebody sent me that, and it's been pretty darn good. It's done about everything. It's made in Germany, and it's very precise. I mean, you gotta have it on the right click to do the job, but it'll do it.
I never did see one like that.
I hadn't either till he sent it. Okay, shut that off under the tank. We're gonna have to take this off and figure out why this isn't. We got some plug up here in this filter apparatus, because we ain't getting no fuel through it at all. There we go. I think. Yeah, we might as well take this off and see what our trouble is, because since they've left a lot of room.
It won't slip when you get down to it, do it?
No, it's very, like I said, it's very, very precise. Now, is that still on there? That there should have been a little copper.
Does he need a light?
Oh, I can see fine. That's just, I'm just trying not to drop anything. I think it's still on there, isn't it? That's where, yeah, that's what I'm wondering if, I think that's still on there. I can't see if it fell or not. Well, now after a while, because if it leaks, she might be running back to see it. I know you like to go to the parts store.
Well, they close at noon now. And as long as I stood there 5 minutes before they wanted to wait on me. I think there's asleep, or they had a party last night they hadn't got over yet.
Oh, they probably went to the prom.
Yeah, they could have. I never thought we'd ever have to call Ross over here.
I know, you're getting to the bottom of the barrel when you have to do that. Let's see here. I hate to take this off, but there's no way to get that front one out of there with it against there, see? That's what we're doing here. It'll be interesting to see what's in there, why it's decided to do that all at once. Yeah. He just wants to sit in that comfortable seat there, yeah.
I was just looking at my car. I was getting aggravated at him.
Well,
I can get you a cover or something set on, Ross.
oh, I'm okay.
Well,
I'm used to sitting on the ground. It's no big deal.
yeah,
I've never had concrete. So.
We watch you, Ross.
Yeah. I got the camera here, so you'll get to see this probably.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we can tell. You want to tell some story? Somebody wanted to interview Grandpa. They said you should interview him, and I asked him, and he said he didn't want any part of that. He said I'm just a silent actor or whatever. So something like this, so we can
Now, Ross, you have to talk to Ralph like you're showing a new one how to do
show it.
Something came off, didn't it?
Yeah, it's
He's going to have to start learning this.
there. Looky there. Take a look at that.
Yeah.
I'll show that if anybody can see that, but it's plugged full of trash, so I guess
What I
we'll...
have to do, go get a new one?
No, I think we can just clean it out, because I think that's as far as it got. I think once it filled up that filter, or the elbow. Let's see here. This may be an involved process here to get this all cleaned out, because it's packed in there pretty darn tight.
You need a wire or something?
Looks like horsehair, huh? Where would that have come from around here now?
He looks like horsehair. Stop it up. Mule hair.
Mule hair, yeah. Mule hair. There we go. That's a lot more better. It's clean. Yeah, that pretty well put the brakes on your operation there. You weren't going to get anything through there with that stuffed up in there. I mean, yeah. To put it back without boy, I like the warm weather, but all those flying creatures have come back to life in a hurry, and that's kind of annoying, you know. There we go. That's pretty close. It's almost like I know what I'm doing, slightly. There it is. We'll try to do it the right way. Sometimes that doesn't work, but put that on there. Now, you can go turn that back on and we'll see if that makes it just come to life here. I think we're good now.
Good.
Yep, you can turn her all the way on. I think by the time it gets full, I'll have the second one on. Oh, there's a piece of hair. I don't want that on there. if we did it right here in a minute, it'll come out of the tops of the things there, see? How long that'll take, but I worked on a little miniature school bus the other day that was a real pain. The guy took it to the gas station. It was almost empty.
Here it is.
And instead of putting in diesel fuel, he filled her full of gasoline. About 27 gallons worth. And trying to get that all drained out of there was a real trick. It did not want to do it, and I finally tricked it into doing it and took a filter loose and drained it out the bottom that way, and it was, yeah, so that stuff is a lot of fun when it don't. Let's see if this one comes shooting out of there now. We're in a lot better shape than we were half hour ago, so at least progress is being made. I mean, come on. See, this is where it's the hand primer thing is handy, because then you could do it pretty quick instead of just worrying about gravity.
Makes sense.
Alright, now with some amount of cranking you should be able to do it. It'll probably take a little bit. Do you have any ether? That... There you go. Oh, I got a little too much, but yeah. Yeah. That's... Ether locked it, but it's fine. It's gonna take it a little bit to try to get unlocked there, but I think it'll go. It's gonna take some cranking. Since we don't have a primer that we can help it along with, that's why I was thinking if you had a can of it, we could maybe just feed it just a little bit and help it go. But yeah, but it's fine. Just we might have to put jumper cables on it or something to get enough battery to keep going, you know, because it'll take a lot of cranking probably to get it to take off. See what it'll do now. See if There we go. There we go. All you have to do is send somebody to get parts and then it'll work, see? As soon as you do that, she'll take right off. Good deal. All right. We made it. There you go. I said as soon as you send somebody to get parts, then it fixes it. So that's all you gotta do. Oh boy. Yeah, you're ready to go now. Well, luckily we were able to get the little IH going again. All it ended up to be, as you could see, was trash in the fuel line in the 90-degree banjo bolt elbow. And like I said, that's something that is just, it could happen to anybody on a tractor. They use their fuel out of a tank, so it's not like it was, you know, a 5-gallon can and trash got poured in, but it could be, you know, over years of checking with a fuel stick, maybe could have had stuff on it and a little came off, and it just a little bit at a time over 30 years or whatever it's been. And finally today was the day that it was too much and shut her down. So like I told him, I said, he'll probably notice that the tractor runs better or has more power, because it can't have been getting full fuel all this time, you know, with that plugged up in there. It looked to me like it was the horsehair, mule hair or whatever, but it may have not been that. It may have been like fibers from weeds that have broken down or something, you know, dust, I don't know, but stuff like that. It doesn't take a lot over time, and it'll go until it can't, you know. A lot of times a 90-degree elbow is what'll get them. So anyway, but you see, I didn't know anything about that tractor, an IH utility tractor. I maybe have worked on one of those over my years, and so you just need to follow basic procedure when you're figuring something out like that. You know, check and see if it's coming out of the tank, which we did, you know, then check and see if you're getting it up here and you're getting it. So finally, by process of elimination, you narrow down that, you know, if it's coming out of the line here, but it's not coming out when you take the filter off, it's got to be in the filter head. So that's what we did. Unfortunately, I had to take it off the block to get that out, because of the way they had it made. It was right up against the front of the block, and you couldn't get that banjo bolt out if you saw that. That's the whole reason I took the filter deal off of the tractor, because I had to be able to have the room to pull the bolt out. But it was fairly simple, and you know, it maybe took, I don't know, I might have been there an hour, I don't know, but it worked out pretty good. They had already sent someone to go get the fuel filters, so you know, she got back there and we were able to continue on, and we didn't really spend that much time just sitting around waiting. So it all worked out, and he went right back to cleaning out the barn and stuff, because they're big into mules. They have teams of mules, and they go to fairs and stuff, and you know, different shows. So you may have seen them around before at different places. But anyway, I'm glad that we were able to get it fixed up for them, and they're back on track. So that's a good deal. As always, thank you for watching my videos. If you like them, give them a thumbs up. You know, leave a comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell me you cannot stand me and I have a face made for radio. That's all stuff that I know, but write it down, you know, so future generations know how stupid I was. Anything you do or say helps the channel out, so go for it. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.